Today's topic is duodenum. Duodenum is the part of the small intestine. Small intestine length is 6 meter in length, and duodenum is the shortest, widest, and most fixed part of the small intestine. It extends from the pylorus to the duodenojejunal flexure. The length of the duodenum is the 25 centimeter in length or 10 inches. The first part 5 centimeter, second 7.5, and third horizontal part 10 centimeter, and fourth part is the ascending part 2.5 centimeter. The first 5 centimeter, the first part 2.5 centimeter, from the 5 centimeter is the covered by the peritoneum. The rest of the part is the retroperitoneal. The main function of duodenum is the digestion. It receives chyme from the stomach, and there is a opening of the pancreatic duct and bile duct also. So also receive bile and pancreatic enzyme here. And you can see here it is a C shape in loop. In between this C shape there is a pancreas. So you can see here this is the pancreas lies in this C shape. This is the head of the pancreas, the neck, body and tail. And between the first second part there is a superior duodenal flexure, and between the second and third part there is a inferior duodenal flexure. So the level of the duodenum at the level of the L1, L2 and L3. So it lies between the L1 to L3. Now the first part. The first part of the duodenum. Before that you can see the structure surrounding the duodenum. ऑलरेडी आप स्टमक बेड में बहुत सारे स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ चुके हैं, बट यू कैन सी हियर द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द डिओडेनम देयर इज अ बाउंड्री ऑफ द लीवर. So this gallbladder lies in the gallbladder fossa, and the first part of the duodenum in the related with the liver in the quadrate lobe. Behind this there is a inferior vena cava, portal vein, celiac trunk, head of the pancreas and spleen, left kidney, right kidney and the transverse colon, and you can see there is a superior mesenteric vessels, and this superior mesenteric vessels crossing the uncinate process. This is the uncinate process, and this is the third part of the duodenum. Muscle, Schwann major and ureter. तो सराउंडिंग स्ट्रक्चर अगर एक बार अपन समझ आ गया तो अपने को रिलेशंस याद करने में परेशानी नहीं होगी, क्योंकि पेनक्रियास को आप यहाँ देख रहे हैं सबके रिलेशन में. जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है इसके इंफीरियरली है, सेकंड पार्ट है उसके लेफ्ट में है, एंड जो इंफीरियर हॉरिजॉन्टल पार्ट है इसके अबव. इन द नेक्स्ट डायग्राम you can see the relations of the first part. In the first part, anteriorly there is a quadrate lobe of the liver and gallbladder. Superiorly there is a epiploic foramen, and posteriorly you can see here hepatic artery, bile duct and portal vein, and beneath the posterior to this there is a gastroduodenal artery. तो रिलेशंस में क्या आया? पोर्टल वेन, गैस्ट्रोड्यूडेनल आर्टरी एंड बाइल डक्ट, and there is a formation of the portal vein. The formation of the portal vein behind the neck of the pancreas by splenic vein and superior mesenteric vein. It forms the portal vein, and inferior relation is the pancreas. Now you can see here in this diagram there is a epiploic foramen. This epiploic foramen is the opening between the greater sac and lesser sac. We already discussed it in peritoneum. So this is the arrow show the opening of the lesser sac, and behind the stomach and lesser omentum. This is the lesser omentum attached on the lesser curvature of the stomach, and this is the right free margin of the lesser omentum. So this right free margin attached on the first 2.5 centimeter of the first part of the duodenum. So this part is covered by the peritoneum. The structure lying in the right free margin enter into the porta hepatis. So these are the structures. Coming out is the right and left hepatic duct, and enter there is a portal vein and hepatic artery, and this is the greater omentum. Now the second part of the duodenum, the second part related anteriorly with the gallbladder, gallbladder, transverse colon, transverse mesocolon, and loop of the small intestine. So anteriorly all these structure related with the duodenum. And second part के जो posterior relation में आएगा, there is a hilum of the right kidney, and structure enter here is the renal vessels, renal artery and renal vein, and the inferior vena cava also lies posterior to this. Medially there is a head of the pancreas. So this is the structure, head of the pancreas lies here. Laterally there is a right colic flexure. There is a right colic flexure and the right lobe of the liver. Now you can see here I draw the outline of the second part of the duodenum. So after removal of the duodenum, you can see the structures: kidney, right kidney, and renal vessels also behind the second part, and the inferior vena cava, and this is the right psoas major muscle. In the second part, you can see the opening of the bile duct and pancreatic duct. This is the main pancreatic duct, and this is the accessory pancreatic duct, and this is the bile duct. The bile duct along with the main pancreatic duct, this is known as the hepatopancreatic duct. जो समिट ओपन हो रहा है इसमें कॉमन हेपेटोपैनक्रेटिक डक्ट, and that form this opening. This form the major duodenal papillae, ampulla of water, opening of the ampulla of water, and this is the opening of the accessory pancreatic duct, minor duodenal papillae. This major duodenal papilla lies 8 to 10 centimeter distal to the pylorus, and this minor duodenal papilla lies 2 centimeter proximal to the major duodenal papilla. Along with this, you can see these are the plica circularis, and this plica circularis form an arch above the major duodenal papilla. You can see here this arch. This is the monk hood semilunar fold of the mucous membrane, forming a hood-like structure above the major duodenal papilla. Now the relations of the third part. In the relations of the third part, you can see the main structure anteriorly, superior mesenteric artery and vein. This is the superior mesenteric artery and vein, you can see here. And superiorly there is a head of pancreas. Inferiorly it is covered by the loop of the small intestine. And posteriorly there is a, on the right side, right ureter and right vas major, inferior vena cava and abdominal aorta. In the next diagram, you can see the origin of the superior mesenteric artery at the level of the L1. It passes between the head of the pancreas and uncinate process and above the third part of the duodenum. So this is the superior mesenteric artery arises from here. In this diagram, you can see the line diagram of the third part, superior mesenteric vessels along with the root of the mesentery. In the next diagram, posterior relation, there is a right vas major, ureter, right gonadal vessels, inferior vena cava, abdominal aorta. This is the formation of the lesser omentum and the lesser sac. So this is the lesser omentum from the fissure for the ligamentum venosum. It comes in two layers, anterior and posterior to the stomach, and that form the right free margin attached to the duodenum. You can see here the third part of the duodenum lies behind the lesser sac. This is the lesser sac. तो जब अपन posterior relation of the stomach पढ़ते हैं, तो this part lies behind the stomach, behind the lesser sac, and there is a origin of the superior mesenteric artery and inferior mesenteric artery just below the third part of the duodenum. Now the relations of the fourth part. In this diagram, you can see the relations of the fourth part. In the fourth part related anterior relation, there is a transverse colon and transverse mesocolon. Anteriorly, posteriorly, on the left side, left vas major muscle and gonadal, left gonadal vessels, inferior mesenteric vein, left sympathetic chain, and to the left, इसके लेफ्ट में क्या आएगा, लेफ्ट किडनी, लेफ्ट यूरेटर, and on the to the right there is a upper part of the root of the mesentery. So that is the relations of the fourth part. In this diagram, you can see the all relation. In this diagram, फोर्थ पार्ट में वापस से यहाँ पे रिवाइज करूंगी तो आपको लगेगा कि लेफ्ट साइड में क्या रिलेशन में आ रहे हैं, यहाँ पे लेफ्ट किडनी एंड लेफ्ट यूरेटर, एंड पोस्टीरियर टू दिस देयर इज अ श्वास मेजर मसल एंड inferior mesenteric vein lies here, and this is the upper part. There is a body of the pancreas, and along with this anteriorly there is a transverse colon and transverse mesocolon. So this is the relations of the fourth part. Now the suspensory ligament of the tris, and this suspensory ligament of the, इसको ligament of tris भी बोलते हैं, and this suspensory ligament of tris is the fibromuscular band which suspend the duodenojejunal flexor from the right crus of the diaphragm. This is the right crus of the diaphragm and attached to the duodenojejunal flexor. And this ligament of Trish is formed by striated muscle fiber in the upper part. जो upper part है इसका striated muscle part से बना होता है, and the second part जो middle part है, this is formed by the elastic fibers, and the lower part is the non-striated muscle fibers. And this ligament of Treitz fix the duodenojejunal flexor and prevent it from the drag down by weight of the loop of the small intestine. So it is also serve as important landmark in the radio diagnosis. इसके अप्लाइड एस्पेक्ट में क्या आएगा? समटाइम्स दिस लिगामेंट ऑफ ट्रिट्स किंग द डियोडेनोजेजनल फ्लेक्सर. अगर ज़्यादा यहाँ पे नैरो हो जाएगा तो क्या करेगा? इट में कॉज द इंटेस्टाइनल ऑब्स्ट्रक्शंस. It may cause the intestinal obstructions. Now the arterial supply. The arterial supply of the duodenum is by the gastroduodenal artery. Gastroduodenal किसकी ब्रांच है? सीलियक ट्रंक की ब्रांच है. तो देयर इज अ सीलियक ट्रंक. तो ये गैस्ट्रोडियोडेनल ब्रांच, गैस्ट्रोडियोडेनल आर्टरी. दिस गैस्ट्रोडियोडेनल आर्टरी जो इसके पीछे फर्स्ट पार्ट के रिलेशंस में आ रही है, इट इज डिवाइड इनटू सुपीरियर पेनक्रिएटियोडियोडेनल आर्टरी. दिस इज द सुपीरियर पेनक्रिएटियोडियोडेनल आर्टरी. एंड दिस ब्रांच जो ब्रांच जा रही है, ये कौन सी है? दिस इज द राइट गैस्ट्रोएपिप्लॉइक आर्टरी. This is the right gastroepiploic artery. So this gastroduodenal divide into superior pancreaticoduodenal and right gastroepiploic. Again this superior pancreaticoduodenal artery divide into anterior pancreaticoduodenal and posterior pancreaticoduodenal artery, and supply both the surface, anterior surface and posterior surface. Below there is a branch from the superior mesenteric artery. This is the superior mesenteric artery, and branch from the superior mesenteric are the inferior pancreaticoduodenal artery. Again divide into anterior and posterior branch. जो dotted में दिख रही है posterior है या anterior है. And there is a anastomosis between the superior and inferior pancreaticoduodenal. Anastomosis between the superior and inferior pancreaticoduodenal anterior and posterior branches. Along with this, there is a supraduodenal artery, branch of the hepatic artery. This is a supraduodenal artery. Along with this, there is a branch from the right gastroepiploic, also supply the first part, and least branches of the hepatic artery also supply the first part. And the fourth part, the artery from the first jejunal branch of the superior mesenteric artery supply the third and fourth part. So this is the arterial supply of the duodenum. Now you can see here the venous drainage and formation of the portal vein. This portal vein is formed by superior mesenteric vein and the splenic vein. This is the portal vein formation behind the neck of the pancreas, splenic vein and superior mesenteric. This is the inferior mesenteric vein, and this part is the venous drainage of the duodenum. So this venous drainage by the superior mesenteric, this vein drain into the superior mesenteric by the superior pancreaticoduodenal, inferior pancreaticoduodenal, ultimately drain into the superior mesenteric vein. And along with this branch, right gastroepiploic, also drain into the splenic vein. So it also drain into the splenic vein also. So drainage superior mesenteric and splenic vein and portal vein. Venous drainage, and there is a formation of the portal vein. Now the recesses of the duodenum. This is the important for the internal hernia. पहले अपन ने external hernia की बात करी, and sometimes there is a internal hernia occur through the epiploic foramen in the lesser sac, and there is a small recess surrounding the duodenum. So there is a recesses, superior pancreaticoduodenal recess. This superior pancreaticoduodenal recess, inferior duodenal recess and paraduodenal recess. Now we can see the location of these recesses. This superior duodenal recess lies to the left side में है, upper end of the fourth part of the duodenum, behind the superior duodenal peritoneal fold. Inferior duodenal recess, it lies little below the superior recess, behind the inferior duodenal peritoneal fold. Paraduodenal recess, it is the lowest. It lies to the left, to the fourth part of the duodenum. And this paraduodenal fold contains inferior mesenteric vein. You can see here inferior mesenteric vein. And retroduodenal, it is the largest of the duodenal recess. You can see here the retroduodenal behind the superior mesenteric vessels. So it is the largest recess, lies behind the third and fourth part of the duodenum and in the fold of the superior mesenteric vessels. In the next diagram, you can see this is the superior duodenal fold and this is the superior duodenal recess. Jejunum and duodenum का जो flexure है, there is a recess. You can see superior duodenal recess and this part showing the inferior duodenal recess. This is the inferior mesenteric vein. Now the applied aspect. In the applied aspect, in the X-ray, we see the duodenal cap. Applied aspect में सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट क्या है? duodenal ulcer. पेशेंट कैसे कंप्लेन करता है? आता है और बोलता है एपिगैस्ट्रिक रीजन में पेन है. तो duodenal ulcer is the commonly occur in the first part of the duodenum because it is supplied by the series of the end arteries and receive the acidic chyme from the stomach. जब इसका बेरियम मील एक्सरे करेंगे तो वेल डिमार्केटेड एंड लेस डिस्टिंक्ट एपेक्स कॉल्ड द duodenal कैप. नेक्स्ट जो इसका एक्सरे है वो नेक्स्ट मैंने रखा है, उसमें एक बार आप देखें. When duodenal ulcer is present in the first part, small flake of the barium is found filling the ulcer crater and the duodenal cap said to be deformed. So this is the duodenal cap, peptic ulcer, duodenal ulcer. In the next, in this diagram, you can see the duodenal cap. This is the pyloric canal, pyloric part of the stomach, pyloric canal, and this is the duodenal cap. In case of the duodenal ulcer, there is a filling the ulcer, this crater formation is in this region. there is a broken circular fold of the duodenum. The referred pain arising from the duodenum localize and refer to the central epigastric region. Now, this duodenum develops from the foregut and midgut. At the opening of the bile duct and above this part develop from the foregut, and below there is a develop from the midgut. And the development of the pancreas, you can see here, there is a ventral and dorsal bud of the pancreas. And there is a rotation of the ventral and dorsal bud here, and there is a fusion between this and formation of the main body and the uncinate process. This ventral bud form the uncinate process. Along with this, there is a rotation of the bile duct also. So when rotation of the stomach occur, this dorsal ventral bud comes towards the left side and fuse with the dorsal pancreatic bud. But in some cases, this ventral bud divide and encircle the second part of the duodenum. And this X-ray, you can see this second part encircled by the pancreas, and this is known as the annular pancreas, and it causes the obstructions of the second part of the duodenum. This is the annular pancreas when ventral bud fails to rotate with the duodenum and surround it. Thank you.